This is the AquaTru Carafe, and if you're thinking about buying it, this is the video that you need to watch. We're gonna break it down, we're gonna look at all the specs, all the features of it, the materials. We're gonna lab test it and look at how well it reduces contaminants. Then we're gonna compare it to some other filters, and we're gonna see if you should buy this. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So what exactly is this system? The AquaTru Carafe is a countertop water filtration system designed to deliver purified drinking water by effectively removing a wide array of contaminants. It does this through reverse osmosis. And what makes this really unique is that it's reverse osmosis, but it's on the countertop. You see, most reverse osmosis systems are under the sink. So the fact that this is on the countertop and you have a glass pitcher really makes it appealing to a lot of people. Let's talk about the first impressions and setup. So what I really like about this out of the gate is that the filters are super easy to install. They're not pre-installed for you like a lot of countertop filtration systems. But the fact that these filters are in the middle of it instead of on the side is a big plus for me because it makes this design really compact. And these filters, they snapped in within a few minutes and you're up and running in about 10 minutes. Now you do have to run a few cycles of water through it to really remove any, contaminants from the filters themselves. But after you run a few cycles, you're good to go. The setup time took me about 10 minutes and there were no tools required. Now let's talk about the build quality and the design. What I love about the Carafe system is really that the pitcher is glass. You see a lot of reverse osmosis systems out there, the pitcher is plastic. So the fact that you're putting your nice reverse osmosis water in a glass pitcher is huge because you're not going to be getting microplastics in it. The second thing is this design is really sleek. A lot of reverse osmosis countertop systems or machines out there, they're bulky and they're a lot bigger and the filters again are on the side. This one, the filters are in the middle. It's really sleek and it looks good on the countertop. And again, the countertop presence is really one of my favorite things about the system just because it is so compact. I don't have a lot of counter space, and I'm sure if you're looking into these systems, you might not either. Now, let's talk about the maintenance that you're gonna have to do on a machine like this. So about every year, you're gonna have to change the filters, and they snap out pretty easily, and a new set of filters is gonna cost you anywhere between $50 and $80. And what's also nice about it is the glass carafe is you can put that in the dishwasher because it is glass and it's not gonna melt when that high heat of the dishwasher drying. And you can just hand wash the tank itself, but really the maintenance on this is fairly easy. Now let's talk about the contaminant reduction, but before we do that, I want to thank today's video sponsor, and that is H2O. If you've ever wondered, what the best water filtration system is out there, they've taken all the guesswork out of it. They have compared hundreds of water filters. They've looked at the lab results. You see, they're not influenced by a company out there. It's completely independent. So I'm going to put a link below for the app, and there's also an ebook that has all the filters and rankings out there. Download it. I promise you, it will be so worth it in your journey of trying to figure out which filter you should get. But anyways, now let's talk about the contaminant reduction. You see, for volatile organic compounds, it removed 98.33%, heavy metals was 96.14%, chemical disinfectants was 93.61%, microbiologicals was 93.26%, haloacidic acids was 98.17%, disinfection byproducts was 96%, herbicides was 95.80%, forever chemicals was 97.50%, semi-volatile organic compounds was 97.57%, pesticides was 98.54%, and pharmaceuticals was 95%, and radiological was 96.4%, with an average reduction of 96.36%. Now, this is a really great contaminant reduction score. There are a few machines out there that score better, and again, you can find this on H2O Score. But if you're looking for a great machine with a good average reduction, this is it. Now let's talk about how long it took to filter a full cycle. It took about 11 minutes to do a full cycle. Not fast, but also not super slow compared to some. Let's talk about now who this machine is best for. And at the end of the day, I really think this machine is great for anybody who wants clean water, but it's especially great for those who are in an apartment or they're renting and they don't have the knowledge or they don't have the money to install a under-the-counter reverse osmosis system. See, those can get really pricey, especially when you factor in a plumber to install it. So the fact that this is a small, compact design, it has a nice glass pitcher, and that it's going to sit on your countertop, I mean, really, it's perfect for anybody, but especially those, again, who are renting, don't have a lot of space, or they move around a lot. I think this is the machine for you. Now let's talk about the pricing and value. This machine is around $350. The replacement filters are anywhere between $50 and $80. And the long-term cost per gallon is about 12 cents a gallon if you factor in how many gallons it's going to take before you have to replace the filters. And overall, I think this is a great value. And the pros of it are excellent contamination reduction, easy installation and maintenance, and it has a stylish, compact design. The cons are moderate filter replacement cost and the slower flow compared to non-reverse osmosis systems out there. Now let's talk about some competitors.
Now, if you were to ask me to pick 4 competitors, these would be the 4 that I would pick: the BlueVoo, the AquaTru, the Water Drop, and the Alka Pure Zero. Now, the one that really stands out to me here is the BlueVoo because I think it's the most similar one because the fact that it also has a glass pitcher. But the BlueVoo does have a 4-stage reverse osmosis and it also has UV sterilization. Now, it doesn't rank as high overall compared to the AquaTru, and the AquaTru glass is, in my opinion, a better machine. And I would pick the AquaTru Glass really over any of these 4 competitors
Now let's
any
give this
day.
bad boy a final score. I break it down into these sections: contaminant reduction being 70%, filtration rate being 5%, design being 5%, setup being 5%, maintenance being 5%, company being 5%, and value for money being 5%, all for an overall score of 100. The contaminant reduction was a 67.45 out of 70. The filtration was a 4.5 out of 5. Design, 4.8 out of 5. Setup was a 5 out of 5. Maintenance is a 4.5 out of 5. The company itself is a 5 out of 5, and the value for money is a 4.75 out of 5. That gives this an overall score of 95 over 100, which puts it in the top tier for the best countertop reverse osmosis systems out there. Now, basically, the key takeaways I see is it has outstanding contaminant removal. It's ideal for small spaces. It does have a slightly higher maintenance cost than a lot of machines out there, but I think it's worth it for the fact that you're getting glass and the contaminant reduction quality is great. And this really is perfect for anybody who is serious about getting some clean drinking water.